Hello junkies, my name is Bob and welcome to the Build-A-Figure review of Molten Man. Now, as you can see, we have all the pieces here that were acquired from the Spider-Man Far From Home wave. We do have pieces for the Undercover Spider-Man, Scorpion, Hydro Man, the Doppelganger, Spider-Woman, and Mysterio. So this figure is different in a lot of ways. So let's get to the review. And I'm going to bring the camera down here a little bit, and we are going to get to this review. So we like bringing you separate waves of the Build-A-Figures. It's because there's so much to it. So, and you know, tell you the truth, a lot of you just want to see it built. So what I found interesting was this came with Spider-Woman. This was her biggest piece. Now the head is the standard typical head, but it has this extra shoulder. And as you can see here, it's just orange plastic painted gold. So even if it would start to fade or chip, I think it would still be this weird kind of cool glow. Here we do have the head. This came with Hydro Man. So we're going to put the head on here first. Okay. Now let's do the arms next, just because of the size of that back shoulder here. Oh, you heard that. This is the biggest arm I think I've ever seen. I don't even think Galactus's arm was this big. And I said in my review when we took the piece out, it is actually about 7 inches, 7.5 inches maybe in length. Sorry, I just did that for you and you couldn't even see it. So it's about 7.5 inches in length if it was fully extended. Put it out here with the hand. Now that hand, this piece here does come out. It's his only accessory, which is kind of crazy that this Build-A-Figure actually has an accessory. So yeah, we're a little bit closer to 7.5 inches there, junkies. This is a big arm. But he does have joints, as you can see, and he does move. So let's put the other arm in here. We'll do this 2 pieces at a time. And the other cool thing is, as you can already see, he's got extra little pieces right here. Look how the light is catching the back of him from shining down on top. So that's crazy. I'll put this back here, but it gives you also nice insight into how some of these pieces are actually assembled. So as you can see, we have like a swivel here, kind of goes back and forth. Let's put this piece in here. This is the top of the back. There we go. And this is this foot, which just seems like a regular foot, actually, for some of these Build-A-Figure pieces. And this is more of a stump. Almost. Almost. I have it on backwards? No, because the orangey glow parts are in the front. He is not coming apart once I get him in there. Still want the joints to move, though. It seems like the joint... Seems like these pieces here, this piece here, and this piece here are actually fighting me. Oh, okay. There is a bit of a groove right there. So if you can see it there, junkies, I need to get that piece. Is that there, or is it behind it? That's crazy. That felt good. Nope. It's just not that normal of a leg. It's this piece of plastic right here is just fighting me. It's hard too. Maybe it's supposed to go in there. No, it's not thick enough to go in there. And the more I do this, like the looser he's starting to feel. Just want to get him in there. Ah, I think I got it. Wow. All of that, and still can't get him in here. All right, junkies, I'm gonna do this. Be right back. I'm gonna hair dry him. You know, I actually don't think that's going to work, junkies, because maybe it did. Because it's hard plastic. It's not soft plastic. All right. As sad as it is, I think that's as good as it's going to get. Okay. And let's set it up here. So there he is, junkies. The bottom leg here, I mean, you can't see it from this distance, but this piece right here, there's a piece of the mold, which is hard plastic. It's not, as much as I'll hit it with the hairdryer, it's not going to bend. It's not like this kind of plastic, or even this sticking out. It's just this hard, solid piece. So I'm either going to have to break it off, or I'm going to have to get another, God, that's a joint. I'm going to have to get another Spider-Woman to get that to work. But as we always do, we like to do like a cast photo here of all the guys. So Molten Man is big. He's not standing straight up, but he's still about 8 inches tall. He does have an 7.5 inch long arm. And I mean, he's a massive figure. He's definitely one for posability. I'm sorry, posability. He's one for pictures. Posing wise, I don't know exactly how good of a guy he's actually going to be. Little disappointed in that leg, but hey, it could just be the one I have and all the other ones can snap on. I built Dormammu, Caliban, you know, I'm going to build a Hulk soon. Some of these figures are great, and some of these figures are just like, that's just the way I am. So, doing a cast photo here so you can see everybody that you get in this wave, and who's who and what's what. So I try to make sure that everybody is visible in these photos. Not photos, well, videos. But as you can see, this is a fantastic and giant wave of figures. Ha ha ha, see I said wave and I'm holding the big water guy. Yeah, that was not on purpose. So, and then we have Mysterio here, so we'll put him in front, which is now blocking. Spider-Girl, so we're going to move Spider-Girl over to here. Sorry, Spider-Woman. Because that, actually, she is not Spider-Girl, she's Spider-Woman. So, and then we have, of course, just regular old Spider-Man. So I guess we could probably move him inward and put him here. So you can get an idea of the size of these different characters, the craziness of this line. It's a fantastic line. Overall, I think it's a solid line. My Build-A-Figure piece, the leg may have just been a little bit off. The way it was cut, I hit it with the hairdryer on hot. It wasn't moving, wasn't giving at all. So it gives you a better sense of the Far From Home wave. And here they are. I mean, technically, you get 2 heroes, different costumes. 2 heroes is your other hero. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 5 villains. It's a decent line. Highly recommend it. Just beware of that leg piece. Later, junkies.